Alright, on to some word problems. So Megan and her friends are organizing a fundraiser for the local children's hospital. They're asking local businesses to each donate a door prize. So far they've asked 9 businesses, but only one has donated a prize. Their goal was to have 3/4 of the businesses donate. If they succeed in getting every business to donate a prize from now on, how many more businesses do they need to ask to reach their goal? Alright, so we're going to make an equation here. I like to start with the goal. Goal is 3 out of 4. So far, we asked we asked 9, and only one of those has given us a prize. Now we're told that every time we ask another business, though, we're gonna get another prize. So if I'm gonna let X be the number of businesses that I need to ask, or more that I need to ask to get to 3/4, because every time I get a business, they give me a prize, so I'm gonna add that to the number of prizes. But at the very same time, the total number of businesses I've asked has gone up as well. So it's going up by X. So then there's our formula, our equation. We need to solve this. Now, I'm going to multiply everything by a common denominator. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing in common. So I'm going to multiply everything by 4 times 9 plus X. Now if I look at the left side, that cancels out this 9 plus x, so I'm just left with the 4 times 1 plus x. And on my right side, the 4 cancels out, so I'm just left with this 3 times 9 plus x. Then I can do distributive property. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 4x. 3 times 9 is 27, plus 3x. Now I just need to solve for x. So I'll subtract 3x from both sides, so my left side is left with x, and then I'll subtract 4 from both sides, so I get x is 23. So they need to ask 23 more businesses to get 3/4. Okay, we have another word problem. The shooting percentage of a hockey player is a ratio of scored goals to total shots on goal. So far this season, Laura has scored 2 goals out of 14 shots taken. Assuming Laura scores a goal with every shot from now on, how many goals will she need to have a 40% shooting percentage? So we're going to take our number of goals, we divide that by our number of shots, and that's going to be our shooting percentage. So we're looking for 40% here. Well, I'm going to turn that into a decimal, so I'll divide by 100, get 0.4. Now so far I have 2 goals out of 14 shots. Now we're assuming that every time I take a shot from now on, I get another goal. So this time it's going to be plus x, so that's the number of extra shots I have to take. And then our total number of shots should also go up at the same time. And now we just need to solve this. Now we only have a denominator on the left side, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 14 plus x. Now on this left side, that cancels out then, so we're just left with 2 plus x, and on the right side we have 0.4 times 14 plus x. There's nothing I can do on the left side to simplify, but I can distribute this 0.4, so I get 5.6 plus 0.4x, and now I can start solving for x. So I'll subtract 0.4x off of each side, so I'll get 0.6x. And then I'll subtract 2 off of both sides, so I get 3.6. Divide both sides by 0.6, and I get x is 6, which is 6 goals. So I need to take 6 more shots and score 6 more goals to get a 40% shooting average. Okay, our final question for the unit, and it's another word problem. A 300-gram mixture of nuts contains peanuts and almonds. The mixture contains 35% almonds by mass. One mass of almonds must be added to this mixture so it contains 50% almonds. Okay, so our goal is to have 50% almonds, which is 0.5. So far, I have 35% is almonds, so 0.35. I'm going to multiply that by the total amount, so that's 300 right now. So 35% of 300, and that's out of 300 is our original mass. Now I want to just add almonds and get it to 50%. So I'll let x be the amount of almonds I'm adding. But if I just add almonds, it also makes the total amount of the whole mixture go up. So I need to do that to my denominator as well. And now it's very similar to our other ones. I'm going to multiply both sides by this denominator to get rid of it. So 300 plus x. Now on the left side, that cancels out. I'm also going to simplify 0.35 times 300 is 105 plus x. And on our right side, there's nothing to cancel out. So we're just left with the 0.5 times 300. I'll distribute that 0.5. So I get 150 plus 0.5x. I'll subtract 0.5x off of both sides. So I'm just left with 0.5x. And then I'll subtract 105 off both sides. So I get 45. Divide both sides by 0.5. So I get x is 90. So I need to add 90 grams of almonds to make my mixture 50% almonds.